That's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because...
A fight for it, and this is caught. What a catch. A huge play there for Houston. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. That one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mills looking deep now for Amendola. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And it's 3rd down. Out of the pistol, here's Johnson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Mills now looks to throw on 1st down. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful to get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
On play action, Rodgers. And it's complete to Adams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Trying to get it to Cobb, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. 20, 10, 5, and they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick 6. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at about the 31. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
Mills on first down. And he rifles one incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On 2nd and 10, Mills flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now a handoff, Johnson. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Flush to his right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they are going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. A first down carry here for Johnson. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. To throw on 2nd and 6, Mills. And Conley's got it over the middle. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On 2nd and goal, Mills. Open man is Cooks. He's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. Going for the deep ball. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. He's going to let it go again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. Here's Desmond King on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Mills. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Throwing, Mills. David Johnson here on the catch.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 12-yard line. Here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And it's a Packers touchdown.
Aaron Jones.
A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
They go to Johnson again. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now a timeout coming from the defensive side for the Packers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Here we go with Johnson. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. And they'll try to throw here. Mills. He's letting it fly for Cooks. It got his man complete. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 67 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it solid because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. On play action. Now Rodgers.
And that one almost intercepted. Could have been his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now a play fake. Rodgers. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
Now he's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. On the return, here's King.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 77 yards.
And the Texans are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Now Mills.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Texans are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter. They find some open field here. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, 46 yards. And the Packers are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. They're going to run for it with Jones. And this time he'll be stopped short of the goal line. He might have been out of gas after the long run. In any event, the try for 2 fails. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it. Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. To throw, Mills. Being chased out left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage. But I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Mills to throw it. He's going to go deep for Conley. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On the move to his left. Screen play, Johnson. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. Mills to throw for it on 4th. Amendola has it. Powering his way forward. And he takes it down deep into Green Bay territory. And a really unbelievable play there on 4th and long.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch. Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A 2nd down throw for Mills.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Packers are right back in this football game.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
83 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. On first down, Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need.
Picked off by Chris Barnes. And the Texans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
This one's going to be covered up by the Packers hands team. Throwing after the interception. Rodgers got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. Forced out to his left.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Texans are going to take possession.